start recording, Ren.
Alright, I have recorded the start.
So, last week, I think the best way to sum it up is that homosexuality occurred, and then, Woola hostility occurred.
Yes.
So,
True.
the boys, who were definitely, like, boyfriends and married before this point, are now boyfriends and married, but they kiss each
figured
other
it
now.
out, yeah. They get to kiss now.
They are now both aware that they are boyfriends and married, compared to apparently neither of them being aware that they were boyfriends and married.
Yeah,
which
being
is
sad about it.
They were both unaware of being boyfriends and married, and now are both very aware of being boyfriends and married by virtue of taking a whole ass spell just to be homosexual, and cast Mind Link and do a mental confession of all his feelings, upon which Adder did a bad job responding correctly for a solid I'd guesstimate 20 minutes before he ended up responding as he ought to have. I think that's probably a fair guesstimate.
Mm-hmm.
But the boys are gay now. The men, even. Homosexual. Yep.
The guys.
Good for them. They're not acknowledging that anything has changed. And the party, frankly, probably does not notice that much has changed.
They still hold hands.
They're still holding hands. Maybe they were kissing before, you don't really remember. It didn't matter that much to you because they were already so clearly gay. But yeah, that took place. I think there weren't any more people harassing Victor last week.
Oh, thank God.
No. There were...
Do I need to add a harassed Victor count?
That's probably actually make a harassed Victor count and put it at 3.
3 days since last harassment of Victor.
Yeah, it has been 2 days since Victor was last harassed. And you guys all returned by way of Peckney, though not stopping at the Denny's, to Camlin, where you settled in for the night, got yourself some rooms, rearranged the roommate situation a little bit, and in the morning decided to try to track down one Lady Lacrimosa, who Navi had mentioned when you'd left Camlin more than a week ago, that Lady Lacrimosa was to be her replacement while she was out of town. As far as you know, Navi's been out of town for almost as long as you have, and you're not sure when she was intending to return. So Lady Lacrimosa was your new point of contact with the Axis. So you decided to try and figure out where she was, and you accomplished this by asking someone, and I'm very proud of you guys, and found out that she hangs out at the Mellow U Inn. Not seemingly on the same schedule as Navi, but was anticipated to be coming in that very morning. And indeed, you waited, and you met a woman of striking green complexion, dark hair, purple eyes, and the only thing greener than her skin was her dress. And she made an impression on you, certainly. I don't know that I can elaborate. But an impression was made. You did greet her. Fern and Victor both interacted with her. And that, if I am correct, was about it. Am I wrong?
I think so. Let me check my notes. Yeah.
Right. Any last additions?
Just that, like, last session, it was said in the session before, it did corrupt the first 30 minutes, unfortunately, so we did miss some of the information on the mind links, so that's a little sad, but, you know.
Homosexuality was lost to time.
Yeah,
The
that's
first
alright.
kiss was not, God
Thankfully.
bless. But yeah, you guys are all in Camlin on the afternoon of Desnus. I updated the day at the end of last session, right?
I think so.
Okay. You guys are all in Camlin on the late morning of Desnus the 28th, and the day is yours.
I think we were gonna go and, like, split the gold that we had, because I think each of us got 1,000 gold from that.
Oh yeah, you did. I actually think you did successfully split it. Did I?
Yes, it was 1,000 each.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody got 1,000 gold each. So if that's not on your character sheet, put it on your character sheet now.
I've added it.
I think it is. I'm looking at the amount of gold I've got and going, we have gotten a lot of gold. Did I spend all that much of our earlier rewards?
I did not spend
That's
a
fine.
lot, and I had to put 1,000. I have like 1,200 on there.
Yeah, I've got like 1,050 on mine, so.
Yeah, okay.
I have 1,000.
So I do have the amount I'm supposed to have.
Nice.
Yeah, if you have breached 1,000 on your sheet, I'm presuming you added it already, because I don't believe anybody had been over 1,000 prior to that reward being given.
I was secretly rich this whole time, and I had 1,000 sitting in my back pocket.
You just had it just chilling there, secret rich man.
Yep.
God bless.
No, that's bias.
Well, he
Bias
spends
is not
his
a
money.
secret rich man. He said it session 1. That's why Susanna hated him.
Yeah,
Sure.
but there's a reason for the richness, and they don't keep their money. They give it out. So
he is
doesn't
not.
count.
He's not a secret though.
No, he does look like rich man.
He's a rich man.
Well, he's secret for different reasons.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
So, the day is yours. You all have just had a payday. The monetary income, not the candy bar. And you don't have anything on your docket for today.
Would you guys like to see her?
Yes. Absolutely. We need
For
girl
the
time.
love of God. Oh my god.
Oh,
Discord.
she's been scooped.
Let me see her.
Oh.
She was...
Scoop.
The thing about her...
She is purring.
She's a baby.
Wow, she purrs. She's a baby.
I love her.
Little girl.
I want to hold her so bad it makes me look stupid.
You will.
I must.
That's a threat.
I must.
Oh, I hear her purring!
You will. Yeah. You will not, like. She will be in your arms somehow. It's gonna happen.
Oh,
I
I
have
also
to.
I require to hold her in September.
Yes.
For the love of God.
Oh yeah, you guys are going to a concert.
My soul is burning with the desire to hold this cat.
Me at Remy. I want to
true,
meet
so
you
real.
boys so bad, PK. I want to meet all of my
Camila?
friends' pets.
I feel like what's gonna happen in September is it's gonna be like 15% going to see My Chemical Romance, 30% looking at Nocturne Synth V programs, and like the rest of it is just like catting at each other while we play video games.
Yes.
Ideal.
Probably what's gonna be.
She's
I
so
love
cute.
Cleo so much. Cleo's a Pathfinder NPC now. She's in the game.
Yay.
Find her.
Yes, we
This is not a
will.
request,
Leave it.
this is a command.
This
Find
is a
her.
command. Find her.
No, Cleo is a load-bearing NPC. In order to proceed the main story, you must
If you
find her.
don't find Cleo, you literally cannot proceed.
Darn it.
She's baby.
She's so
God.
baby.
She's going to get excised from the room now because I'm trying to eat.
But she's
and
purring so
she cannot
loudly.
She wants it, though.
She
Have you considered
she's
that she wants it?
is spicy. It's bad for her.
Oh.
But she wants it.
She craved the spice.
I understand. She's an old lady and it's bad for her.
Should I go harass my baby girl?
Always.
You can, but as everybody's deciding what they're doing with this day in Camlin.
Yeah.
So there was talk from Soot about wanting to help buy Adder some more decent clothes. Probably want to go get some stuff for on the road. Like, I don't know when we're gonna leave or anything, so Soot might go looking if there's any magic shops or potion places or something. Cause like he doesn't. Last time we went to a potion shop, Victor got some health potions, and Soot's like, well, after what happened last time, maybe we should get more of those.
Maybe we should acquire more. Are you returning to the Hi Jasper? Are you returning to the potion shop from before?
We didn't go to one in Camlin. We went to one in what's it called?
Oh yeah, Ilsurian. That's
yeah.
right. I forgot that it was Otto's shop. He didn't, but Otto doesn't live here.
Harassment.
Damn.
Harassment. Hold on. I'm gonna get her a little bit more comfy.
But yeah, we should probably. Oh, Lance is
So
crying
it
now.
is not quite as much harassment.
So much,
Sorry.
kitty.
Lance, I can't go get you. My nails are wet. I'm sorry, bud. You'll have to wait. You can keep crying though. There it goes.
Oh, her.
She is in my lap.
Oh, she.
She would like to not be here, but she does not get a choice.
Me and my cats. That was me and Lance earlier. Today.
Okay, come on. Let's move the foot. So that you are not, like, aggressively stanced against my leg.
Aggression.
Baby.
It is a magic item shop of some description in Camlin.
There's absolutely at least one magic item shop of some description in Camlin.
Yeah.
In order to locate one, I would recommend, since you asked first if you and I want to go together,
yeah. I mean,
or separately, depending, or you could ask, any number of
if the
companions.
group wants to go with Soot, he wouldn't object, but like, otherwise, if you guys have other things you're doing, he will just go with Adder, or separate after that, and just do more shopping with Adder, like clothes shit.
Victor also desired a magic shop.
Magic shop?
Take you
Very
to the
well.
magic shop. Oh.
Separate off for your shopping date. Go. Am I incorrect?
Clothes shopping with your significant other. No other better date. Anyways.
Oh, right. It is. Okay. It is early afternoon. The party can go ahead and start wandering around Camlin in search of a magic item shop. Make a perception check or a knowledge local check, depending on your preference, to see what you find.
The perception is.
I'm gonna do knowledge
one day I'm gonna
local.
remember what this bitch's perception is.
Ooh, that was bad. 11 knowledge local.
Okay. Drop them in the chat for me, please.
Yes. I'm checking.
Sorry, knowledge local?
Knowledge, local, or perception, depending on your preference.
Perception is actually higher for me.
Remarkable.
God bless. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Fern, are you joining in the hunt?
A magic shop?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Alright, make a perception or a knowledge local.
I think. My knowledge local is better.
Mood.
I didn't roll very well. 12.
Alrighty. Between the four of you, you all managed to scout out a couple different options. Looking around for potions specifically, you find two places, sort of, one of them on the sort of richer side of town, closer to the Silver Lark where the pond is. In fact, it is very near to the pond. You hear tell of the Griffin's Apothecary. More on the side of the town where the Mellow U Inn, more towards the center of the town, I should say, where the Mellow U Inn is located, you can easily find, just wandering around, Mary's Potions. And in your search, you also find a little place called the Naga's Arcana, which doesn't seem to specialize in potions so much as it does other items, trinkets, things for trade, etc. But definitely all magical in
What was the
variety.
first one? Griffin's...
The Griffin's Apothecary.
Okay, thank you.
Which is in the rich people district,
Yeah.
which might mean it has more stock, but also means we might get charged.
Yeah. I was just writing it out, so I have it in my notes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Where are you guys headed?
Well, I'm mainly looking for potions. Could start higher end and go down from there. I mean, we're closer to the lake, I think, right?
Your wandering would have taken you pretty close to the pond.
Could start there and go down. We could always price comparison.
Yeah.
Jiva.
Alright, so you guys are heading towards the Griffin's Apothecary.
Yeah.
Oh. You head over in that direction, and while you're wandering that way, you make another perception check for me, everyone.
Sure.
I'll do that in a second. Oh, that was really good. 18 for me. I'll put it in chat. Just a straight 18.
Quality work.
Damn it, I messed up my nails.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, Victor, you're definitely the one to notice it first. You're just keeping an eye out for things a little bit more closely. And as you've been wandering around for the better part of an hour, just asking around, figuring things out, where you might be able to find a shop that has what you're looking for. And you see coming out of not the shop ahead at the end of the street that you know you're looking for, but another shop that appears to be a jewelry store of some sort. It's the green that catches your eye again. The bright, vivid green of the dress and skin of Lady Lacrimosa, who is now accompanied not by either of the men who had escorted her into the Mellow U, but someone else, another man. She is still dressed much the same as she was earlier, and appears to be leaving with some kind of package in hand, and is chatting happily with her male companion. So you would catch Victor's gaze and then follow it to see this, but Victor, you do notice her first.
Victor is just going to keep walking as if she does not know this woman.
All right.
So it'll just keep an eye.
Good to know. She does not look at you as she passes. And you guys can make your way down to the end of the street, to a 3-story tall brick building with glass windows, that has a brightly painted, looks recently done wooden sign labeling it as the Griffin's Apothecary. And as you step inside, the floor is lovely tiled blue-green mosaic, and there are no shelves and racks immediately greeting you when you come in. Rather, there is sort of a long display case that has different potion making or alchemical equipment, different vials, different burners, heaters, and mortar and pestle, that sort of thing, all sort of on display as if it's, like a little diorama of this is what we do in an apothecary.
The spectacle.
rather than any of these items being for sale. But farther back in the shop, you do see several racks of vials and bottles of various shapes and sizes, and a staircase in the back that leads upwards.
Do we see anybody as we walk in, aside from ourselves?
Yeah, there's a little bell that rings when you enter, and after a moment of nothing, not sprinting, but hastening down the steps, is a sort of tall, willowy, looks to be a half-elf gentleman. Nicely dressed, but clearly dressed to work with at least some kind of reactive components. And he comes down and smiles at you and says, "Hello, what can I do for you today?"
Well, I myself am looking for possible potions to take along on the road. Anything of healing nature, or armor, or things of that nature.
We have plenty just for you. He goes to a particular a shelf on one side, and pulls out sort of a moving. What's the word? Like it's a drawer, but it's not like a closed-in drawer. Like you can still see what's inside it when the drawer is shut, but pulls it out, and there is a rack there of what look very similar in color, at least, to the potions of Cure Light Wounds that you've already seen and possessed. And although the style of bottle is different from what you'd seen before, it says, wound curing, this will have you covered. These are for the life things. We've got some slightly stronger.
Alright. How many
How
bottles?
much do the stronger ones run?
Oh, well, that depends on how much stronger. If you're looking for the very strong, for the serious wounds that you might obtain on the road, that's running you on the higher end. That's more, he reaches back behind that shelf, and you see there's actually a second shelf sort of hidden behind, and he pulls that one forward, and then a third one behind that, and he pulls out another bottle, still very, still small. It's the same size as the others, but the color is much, much darker, a much deeper red. And he says, this is Cure Serious Wounds. This will run you 750 gold pieces. A moderate are 300 apiece. Now, the light wounds, just 50 gold apiece. Fantastic bargain.
Would I know this is a fantastic bargain, or do I know I'm getting chipped off?
You can make, frankly, you can make an appraise check.
Yeah, I'm real good at those. Come on.
Oh
yeah, that's a fucking...
PK.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ren.
Asking. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I rolled a 19 plus 8.
Alright, good to know. I'll address that in a second. Joe, what was it?
I am asking what a potion of Cure Serious Wounds would, like, I'm assuming it would be as the spell, but what, do we have any idea what the caster level would? So, do we have any idea what the bonus might be?
You would present the minimum bonus it could possibly be, would be, let me do some math in my head, would be a +5.
Okay.
So you would anticipate a +5.
Yeah.
So Cure Serious Wounds, for context, heals 3d8 plus minimum 5.
Gotcha.
For the sake of magic items, typically they are judged as per what it would take for the minimum caster level required.
Okay, thank you.
Typically how they are powered, unless they are specifically something other than that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cure Moderate Wounds cures 2d8 plus, I believe, 3. 2d8 plus 3. And Cure Light Wounds would also cure 1d8 plus 1.
Yeah. Okay, so...
To address Soot, this isn't a fantastic bargain. It's about what you would expect to pay for objects or for potions of this caliber. It's not like mind-blowing, but you wouldn't be getting ripped off by paying this much.
Yeah, this is about what I'd expect would be a going rate, commercially sold.
This is sort of the industry standard, as far as you know.
Alright, good to know.
Aya is willing to put down for one of the potions of cure model earns.
Okay, that's 300 gold. That'll run you.
Yep.
I want to do... How many of the cure minor wounds is there for purchase?
There's easily a dozen available. It seems like that is a full rack that is kept full.
I want to see. So it's got... What do I got for gold? I'll buy one of those for now.
Alrighty. Yeah, you can purchase for 50 gold a cure light wounds. Aya can also purchase a cure moderate wounds for 300 gold, which will cure 2
she's not going to try to do haggling here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That probably... Oh, come on. I hate when the character sheet kicks me out. I just updated it. Leave me alone. Yeah. It probably wouldn't be good to try and haggle in this area.
Yee. She's got other she's got another errand to run today that is much more suited to trying to haggle.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Is anybody else looking for any other potions, or...
Could I ask him about, like any interesting potions? Because I'm not sure what is available here.
Yeah.
He might also try and look for a potion of AC, or what was the one that I have?
Mage armor?
Yes, mage armor. Potion of mage armor.
No, just a potion of AC.
Yeah. Just give AC.
You drink it and it's, just, it's there.
Oh, you got more.
Yeah. He will direct you. We have some splendid mage armor potions available that really toughen a body against anything that might come crashing into it. We also, in terms of interesting, it depends on your skill set. Other people find different things interesting depending on what they're doing. I just whipped up this morning a little magic fang, which might not be beneficial for you, but if you have any friends or anyone who's got claws or bite or anything they can do naturally, it tends to sharpen the teeth and nails of a person. And
Sid immediately looks over to Adder.
Adder has no idea you're looking at him.
He has no idea, but Sid does look at him.
Adder's just chilling. He's standing there.
Blind man in a potion shop, what will he do? Just stand there.
Yeah. Yeah, he will. God bless.
Correct. Yeah, sure. But
True. That's what he's doing. I don't know what else to tell you. The man goes on as he's sort of going through. I've also got a little special something for the acrobatics. Those who are interested in that thing. A little potion of tumbling makes you light on your feet. Really gets you that kick you need to do anything fun and extravagant. That one's very exciting. I tested it myself this morning.
Alright.
And there's, all the usual ones. There's a potion of reduced person is interesting. This one will make you small. I don't know much. I had a custom order come in for this one a while back, and the person never came back to pick it up. So now I just have some lying around, but it's not a common one that I sell. So I guess you could say it's interesting.
That is interesting. Me as Renim saying, But, that is interesting. How much would those ones go for?
The reduced person.
Aye.
That's just gonna be, you know what, I'll sell them at a discount, because I don't know necessarily when I might be able to get them sold. Otherwise, those will go for 45 gold apiece. It's a great deal.
Once again, I assume this is probably pretty cheap for them, but would I know?
I'll let your appraise stand. Normally they're around the same caliber in terms of the magic required and the equipment and the materials. You would expect them to go for similar to a Cure Light Wounds, so
Gotcha.
He is giving you a discount, not a huge one, but a discount.
Should we get reduced
10%
person?
is 10%.
Yeah, should we get some reduced persons? I feel like that could be really funny. We could get into so much shit.
I'm gonna regret giving you these.
No, you're not. Yet.
Well, I might get one of those. Maybe two, if you have them.
I've got 4. I'll sell you 2 for 90 gold. You know what? Shoot, I'll sell you 2 for 85 gold.
Sounds wonderful. So we'll dig in his bag and get out the gold for that. I feel like Adder's probably like, what? This is so much gold.
Adder is standing there a little, his head has started tilting a little bit. Started tilting when you started throwing this much gold around, and just has kept tilting in the same direction.
Just give his hand a little pat.
And then, any interest in the...
I, out of character, I'm looking at what the fuck the potion of tumbling does, because I might ask about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll give you a plus 10 bonus on acrobatics checks, I believe.
Yeah, she wants to ask about... that is. Okay. But that wasn't what I was looking at. She wants to ask about how much the potion of tumbling would run, and if there are any potions or oil that can be sort of used to... She wants to ask about both the potion of tumbling and mechanically a potion of magic weapon, but she would probably word it differently, but do not ask me how she would word it right now. I do not know.
Yeah, of course. So, yeah, the elixir of tumbling is a special little thing, and I would say that would typically run for about 270. I'd sell it for 250. And then your other question, yeah, we've got a little something that can help you pack a little extra punch. That's potion of magic weapon. I could get that to you for another 50 gold.
She considers it for a moment, considers her other plans, and does nod and hand over the extra 300, because she should be able to do at least some of her other shopping with the rest that she's got.
Alright, you have 1 potion of magic weapon, 1 elixir of tumbling.
Could I get a price range on that potion of mage armor? If there's any?
Absolutely. I could sell you a potion of mage armor for another 50 gold apiece.
Hell yeah, how many does he have?
Oh, I have, looks like I've got 7 here, so you just tell me how many you want.
Should I? Yeah, I should probably spend my excess gold on that, huh? I have very shit AC. Let's grab 4 of those.
Alright, 200 gold. Hi, Taylor. And then, did you have any interest in the magic fang? Or I've got some other interesting potions that I could sell you. Taylor here says you should buy the magic fang.
Well, damn, how much is the magic fang?
The magic fang, you know what? Just because it's so fun, I'll give it to you for 40 gold.
40 gold. You know what? Let's replace... Oh, Hold on. Did I already... I didn't take out the reduced P... Oh, well... You know what? I've already broken into it. It's fine. Am I gonna spend all my money on fucking potions? Fuck it, I'll grab one. You said 45?
Alright. I said 40 for the magic fang.
Oh, 40. I'll grab it. Fuck it.
Alright. Make your boyfriend better at biting things.
Yeah. So, just smile. I need to remove shit from my 1000 GP now. Damn it, I didn't want to crack into that yet. Oh well. That's fine. I've got a lot of AC now. That's good. I only had one of those before. 5, that'd be 950 left. 15, excuse me. Okay.
Alright.
Well, oh my gosh. Sorry, I knocked over my black nail polish. It's fine.
Oh no.
We're good.
Anybody else wish to purchase anything from the Griffin's Apothecary?
I think Victor has just been watching the salesman do his thing, just kind of slightly amused.
Fair enough.
Being a little silly goofy, but getting the sale.
Well, since I've already
Look,
cracked
being a little silly, goofy, and fruity is a good way to...
If you're not fruity to get the sale, why are you fruity?
I might get one more thing of Cure Light Wounds.
Fair enough, knock off the gold for it.
Yeah.
Is there anything that calls to me?
You know what? How about... roll a percentile.
Oh, like both of them?
Yep.
Alrighty. Get out of the bag, dice. Uh, 30.
30. Okay. This is a weird one. Fern. You are standing here in this shop. And you see it's on what appears to be the equivalent of the clearance shelf for this, in that there's only one of these potions left. It's not called the clearance shelf, but like it seems like
Emotionally.
they're leftovers from a batch that weren't quite taken up. And looking around here, you're sort of brushing your fingers over a few of the vials, and your eye alights on a label. It says bullet shield.
Oh my god.
Hello?
And for whatever reason...
Potion of bulletproof vest.
Potion of bulletproof vest. I will send you the text of the spell bullet shield. Something about it just strikes you. You're not sure why. But it is on sale.
Oh my god.
Fuck it, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, potion of fuck those bullets.
Fuck those bullets.
Different phrasing.
Let's go. I said what I said. I'll stand by it.
God.
Give me the potion.
All right. Yeah, you can get bullet shield for the low price of 75 gold pieces,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
which I will tell you is a whole 75% off from the sticker price.
Yeah. I looking at the text and seeing it's a 2nd level spell, like, yeah, that's gonna be an expensive boy. Don't log me out.
Oh no.
Does this? I'm like, can I modify my character sheet, please? And
Yeah,
the
it
character
logs
sheet
me out
website
too.
is like, no.
It never
No,
used to do
log
that
out.
to me, and I'm frustrated that it does it to me now when I'm playing Pathfinder again.
Mm-hmm. It's dumb. It needs to not.
It does. So, everybody feel like they have gotten a satisfactory quantity of things from the potion shop?
Yeah, I think at least for me, I'm good. I need to save my monies.
Alrighty.
I gave you a thumbs up physically. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you giving me a thumbs up physically.
Somebody's got to.
Okay. You guys are free to head out as you'd like, as long as you have taken the requisite amount of money from your character sheet.
Hell yeah.
And I know at least one person wanted to stop by the more trinkety trader Naga's Arcana. Is I believe what I said the name was. Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, peas.
I wouldn't mind
Okay.
going there too, just to see what they got.
Very well.
I think as we're going to, Soot would kind of like lean over to Ada and be like, we have a bit of money right now. This is more lucrative than whatever I've been doing. Which is frankly insulting.
I can see that.
Can you?
Yeah, actually. Or at least I can hear it. Fucking, that's a lot of gold.
I know it is. Honestly, I kind of...
a lot of gold.
Yeah, well, this I've made in, quite honestly, an insultingly quick amount of time compared to how much I fucking worked and then earned. So I think maybe sticking with this might be a good thing. Just for a little while. And then save up some stuff and...
I mean, shit, you do this for a few weeks, you could be retired, apparently.
Yeah! I mean, honestly, I think that might be the plan.
Christ, alright. And you guys are able to make your way to the Naga's Arcana. As you, head back to the other side of town, you are easily able to find this building as it's one that you've passed before. And you can... Sorry, I'm looking up the name of the thing. Okay. And you can head on into the Naga's Arcana, which is definitely... It's a solidly built building. It's, sturdy wood, clean, well kept in there. Again, lots of shelves, lots of items on shelves. It's got more of the antique shop vibe with the level of clutter, and definitely isn't trying to cater to a specific market of rich bitches.
Fair enough.
But you guys can head on in, and behind a desk, sort of over in the corner, you see a snake. And then you blink a second later, and you see not a snake. You see a very, very human-looking person.
Hmm.
Who smiles at you?
Good for them.
Welcome! Welcome! What can I do for you?
I'd just like to take a look around first, if that's all right.
Oh, yes. Let me know if you need anything.
Little nod.
They go
May
back
I-
to sitting and looking human.
Hmm.
Again, good for them.
May I look around, please?
Absolutely. I'm just gonna have, unless you're looking for something specific, I'm gonna have you roll a couple D percentiles to see
Yes.
see what sorts of things you're checking out.
Mm-hmm. I think I had a plan, but I'm literally so soup in the brain.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, hi, Mochi.
I'm sorry,
I didn't know
Yosu.
you were here. Hi, big boy. That
It's a 67.
I forgot for a second what I asked you to roll, and I was so confused.
You, my brother in Christ, you asked for the roll.
I know. God, I asked for the roll, and then you said 67, and I was like, Parker, I don't think that's correct. But no, you were right. As you're passing, the first thing that you notice is, tucked on a shelf behind some other things, is a very fine-looking, well-crafted. That's what really strikes you, is that this is clearly a very skilled craftsman who has made this fine leather halter for a horse. And it's embossed with silvery magical symbols that have a faint glow to them. That it's less of a glow and more as you turn, the symbols shimmer in the light. But gorgeous craftsmanship.
Can I discover what the item perhaps is?
You can make a spellcraft check or a knowledge arcana check. Or you could ask the person who is being a very good human.
She's being as good a human as Aya is. It's very important. That's right, they.
You said knowledge arcana or
Or
appraise?
spellcraft.
Or spellcraft. Those are the same skill levels. So fuck it. I have the spellcraft ability, so let's use that one. Oh, that's a 17.
17. You have a feeling, because of the nature of this item and the craftsmanship, that it is designed to give you an edge or some kind of benefit in handling the creature that would wear this halter, whatever that may be.
Mm-hmm.
It will give you, in out of character words, it'll give you a +4 to animal handling checks with a particular beast that is wearing the halter.
Okay. Shannon, stop that. Is there anything else, like, in a sort of glance about?
Nearby to that, you see a little, you know those little, opposable, like, wooden dolls that artists use?
Mm-hmm.
You see something that's very similar to that, but it's kind of floppy. And as your finger brushes it and you sort of poke at it, it stops being floppy and starts standing of its own accord. And it's like you have a tiny little puppet that does what you do. So if you raise your right hand, it raises its right hand. If you kick your foot, it kicks its foot.
A child.
If you turn around, it turns around.
Can I get it to stop that?
If you poke it again, it goes back to being floppy.
Okay.
Parenthood.
Not for nothing. I want to be able to hang out with my horse better.
Mm-hmm.
That I think would fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jack.
He has never been in my lap like this before.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is
Just couldn't let me see him.
Hello,
Beast.
Jack.
You are witnessing a once in a lifetime moment.
Oh my god. I
He
have to
never
make
gets
him
in
bigger.
Incredible.
I'm gonna make him
Becoming
bigger.
a lap cat before our eyes.
Oh my god, he's so cute looking.
He just ruled. He just ruled on my leg.
Lance does that too when I pet him enough. He drools.
Hi.
Oh, he loves
Hello,
you
little
so
beast.
much. Oh.
You see how much bigger he is compared to
Yeah.
Cleo?
Very
Yeah.
Large. God, I love him so much. Look at him. He's so happy. Oh. That's so cute.
God, I love him.
He's such a big boy.
Victor, also on the other side of the little doll, you see a fine ivory comb that also has sort of you get the vibe that everything at least has some small amount of magic about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to, I think, ask about that.
All right,
Just-
so
Yeah.
the person will approach you when beckoned over and yes, very useful for people with hair, and I would know. There's enchantment on it. It will brush, style, cut, color, whatever you like. Pick it up, hold it, think it, it'll do.
Victor's also into that. Vain bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, Soot's also eyeing it a little bit with all of his fucking hair. He's like, this takes hours.
I also love the snake person very much.
Yes.
They're doing so good at being a person.
They're really good at it.
How much would the horse halter cost me?
The horse halter would cost you, as the snake looks at it, inspects you, looks at it again, looks back at you. 120 gold. No. 97. Yes.
Oh my god. I love them.
Both I and Victor are like, that is a low amount for this item.
It is very good for horses.
Yes, I presume it would be.
People who are good with horses will like this item very much. Or people who are not good with horses. People who enjoy spending time with horses will like this item very much.
Uh-huh.
I love this person.
And it is 97 gold.
I will give her 97 gold.
I think it's in the back and it has her fan up so you cannot see that she is 6 inches from absolutely devolving into cackling.
I think Victor was, like, fully prepared to start fucking, like, haggling with this woman, and out the fucking window.
God.
The person,
this item? Oh, sorry.
the person, real quick, takes the gold, in their hands and like, almost as if they don't trust their hands to stay there for very long, goes and deposits the gold somewhere else and then comes back.
God.
I will take the item now.
Yes, your item now.
Yes. That is how purchase
good for the time you will spend with horses.
Yeah.
I hope you spend a good time with the horses.
Oh my god.
I am gathering this item into my hands, and
It is yours now.
Thank you. What is it? So,
there is no actual name for the item. It is just a thing that is on a random trinket list that I have.
okay.
But it is a halter that can go on your creature that will give you a +4 to animal handling checks.
All right. Excellent.
PK, out of curiosity, can I take a listen check in this place and see if the voices have any interest
You
in
can
what's in
absolutely
here?
make a listen
Because
check.
I'm curious what they're thinking right now, aloud. Oh, that's pretty good.
The person does also.
I was about to say, none of you have ever seen Victor so thoroughly thrown off of her game.
God.
Is everyone there?
Yes,
Nice.
I assumed.
Nice.
I rolled a 17, by the way.
17. Okay, I'll type a couple things for you. What is everybody else up to?
I want more things.
Yeah, Aya is looking for presents that have correct vibes for party members. They don't even necessarily have to be useful vibes. They're just good vibes for.
I will say. You find first a single needle on a shelf.
Ooh.
Okay.
And you also see weirdly, you see a mask. That looks to be carved to have scales, and stylized like a fish.
I might need need you to bounce me who that sort of vibed towards, because I'm not sure.
No, the mask isn't vibed towards anyone in particular.
Okay.
I'm just giving you things that are catching your interest, really.
Yeah.
You also see this is just something you notice. You do see a spoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Asterisk.
Hello.
I'm here.
Welcome. The gang is shopping.
We have met a delightful NPC who's doing so good at being a person.
Totally
You're
not a
doing really
snake.
well. They're definitely not a snake.
Oh, I love that. I'm so excited to figure out what the fuck's going on.
They have many a trinket to buy.
Okay, you can continue.
The spoon?
I will ask about the shinies that are catching her eye, because she's not very good at identifying magic stuff. So she's just gonna straight up ask.
And the person says about the needle first. Oh, very good for sewing or crafting or sewing. You start sewing, and then no hands. It finishes sewing. Very good for when you want to rest the hands that you have.
The hands that I definitely do have.
Aya is fighting the urge to say, or the hands that you don't always have. He is fighting it so hard because that is not an appropriate social interaction situation, but also.
Very useful for sewing and thread. Oh, also thread, and reaches behind and points to a spool of thread and says, thread. Always thread. There will always be thread. Good for when you have a needle.
I'm gonna also grab the "there will always be thread" because I think that makes a good gift for one of the people.
Mm-hmm.
The needle and the "will always be thread" makes a good gift.
There is also a small little wooden figure of a cat that when you reach out and touch it, it starts to purr a little bit.
Aww.
Oh, I need that! Like, out of character!
Yeah.
This is good for when you like cats.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not incorrect.
Yeah.
I love them! And what about the mask?
Mask. Put it on. And then, good for when you want to be like a fish.
Could I go over to that item and take a look at it?
Yeah, sure. You can make a spellcraft check.
Will do. What's my bonus again? I think it's pretty nuts. Oh yeah, it's plus 10, so that would be 15?
15. Well, they're not wrong. Good for when you want to be like a fish. You're pretty sure the properties of this are that it will allow you to breathe underwater, and fish do that, so...
Yeah.
it's a Zora mask. Got it.
Yes. And next to the fish, the fish mask, there is also a what looks like a regular torch, except it's really soggy.
Oh my god.
Like it's wet. It's sitting on the shelf wet.
Oh.
Hello?
And the person says, "This is good for when you like having torches lit, and you want to be able to light a torch when you're underwater,
Oh.
like you would if you were a fish. Also good for when you want to be like a fish."
How much is that?
The fish or the torch?
You know, both of them. Why not? Gods.
200 gold. No. 133.
And what about separately? Were those together or separate? Or
For both. If you want to be like a fish.
I am imagining the faces Taylor is making right now, and the amount of restraint that she has to show.
I'm actually so lucky Taylor isn't hearing me say this right now. She is eating right now. God bless.
God, that's a really good price, but I don't want to spend money right now. The torch is interesting, though. At least. But I don't know when we're gonna go somewhere with water. Gods. Sid's trying to save up for things later down the line. He doesn't want to buy all of the shit. But his need to have things.
There is also, if you like things with flames, because they're warm for when you like to be warm, there is candles. This one will stick in whatever spot you put it. It could be upside down, for when you want to have a candle that is upside down. This one is green. This one, it smells like pine trees.
Okay.
For when you want it to taste like pine trees.
Taste? Right. Soot Brain is like, right, this is a snake they taste with their tongue. Okay. Or smell with their tongue. Yeah, no, the candles, don't really need them. But thank you.
Well, if you want to be warm, there are gloves. These are gloves that are good for when you want your hands to be warm. And when you don't want to touch poison. Or when you do want to touch poison. When you want to see if you've touched poison.
Unironically, Victor, he doesn't want to talk to the snake person again.
I will ask about how much the gloves how much the glove and the gloves and the needle and thread will be.
All three. 260. No. 194.
God, the lead up of the no. Every time.
I will put the coins on the counter as to not burden the hands that might not always be there.
They make an expression that one would make if one was not a snake person and they know how to smile. Hi, Taylor. What's up? Okay. Hell yeah.
God.
You're gonna be living it up at Faster Horses. Exciting stuff.
I love that that's what Taylor walks into.
I will also ask about the cat because I think that we've got at least someone with anxiety who would appreciate just purring cat.
Hmm.
When you ask about the cat, they say, "Do you like cats?"
It took me
Oh,
like cats that was used to have.
Could you repeat that, please? I'm so sorry. You got a little crunchy.
yep.
To learn how to like cats, there were some, and she pauses, disagreements that we used to have.
Yes, when you have disagreements with cats. Yes. This is good for when you don't want to have disagreements with cats. I need everybody to understand my body language here. So I'm gonna turn the camera on.
Yes.
This is good for when you don't want to have disagreements with cats. And they're holding the little figurine in their hand like this. And they look up at you, Aya, and just...
She will very delicately hold her hand out to take the... She's still holding her fan in the other hand, but she will very delicately hold her hand out, like, flat, so that the cat can rest on her hand.
They look a little bit excited, as if they weren't sure if they were going to be able to manage this motion, as one would be very confident in managing, if one were not a snake.
She does very quietly. You're doing very well. Hands are hard to learn.
I wouldn't know. No charge.
Of course, we've both had hands the whole time. So what was that for the cat?
No charge for the cat.
No charge?
Fair enough.
Aww. Would there have been anything, PK, that would have found more interesting than the soggy torch and fish mask?
After having this conversation with Aya, they sort of go back to trailing whoever has not bought anything yet, which is next in line you, Soot, and sort of pointing at random objects as they're sort of following right behind you. And that's for when you like music.
Oh. What is that they're pointing to?
Pointing to a little, what appears to be a music box, which seems intuitive, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to listen to music, or to play music, and then to listen to music, if you are good at hearing.
Right. How big is the music box?
It's about the size. It could fit in the palm of your hand, and it's a little... looking at it, you do notice it doesn't appear to have any of the little bumps that would make it, make music, nor does it have the little thingies.
Little thingies?
Yeah. But...
And how does it work?
You play music if you play music. And then...
It plays music. Like you play music.
So it repeats it back.
It's for when you like music.
Right. Tempting. How much is that one?
80 gold.
8 gold?
80 gold.
80.
No. 58.
58.
It's good for if you like music.
If you are too hesitant, I will pay for it, and that can be present for you.
Oh. Sure.
She is here to buy presents.
Okay. You can if you're able to buy it. Sid is mainly buying it because he's like, Adder likes music. Present.
They go to clap. They're not quite hitting.
Oh. That was 86 gold, right?
It was 58 gold.
Oh, 58.
Yeah, 58.
Sorry.
I have marked it off.
Okay, cool.
Has anybody else not bought anything? Who is the snake going to harass next? Oh, you sent me a message. Yes, it does. For the record.
Okay, then I want it.
Okay. They come up to you and look at it. It's like, good for when you want to be cool.
Yes.
Or when you have hands to hold it in. Very good for that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. May I purchase it?
Yes.
Okay.
90 gold. No.
Alright.
No. 72.
Alright. 72?
Yes.
Yes.
You will like it. Because it is good to keep cool.
Mm-hmm. That is very true. Yes.
They go around and start looking to see if anybody else in the group has not purchased anything yet. Which I think everybody has. Everybody who's currently here has purchased.
I mean, if Ada's here, technically he hasn't purchased anything, but also...
He hasn't purchased anything, but he also seems very anxious about wandering in this kind of a shop.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Yeah, Sid is very much like keeping a hand on him and like making sure to guide him so he doesn't. He can guide himself, but also it's just like habit for Sid.
Yeah. Yeah. So the person happily accepts all of your gold and quickly, anytime it's deposited into their hands, they put it on the counter very, very quickly. And then just sort of, wait to see if you are leaving now.
Aya is very sure when she leaves to say, thank you, I hope you have a good day.
Thank you. Have a good day with your items.
You have a nice day as well.
Victor will nod. Victor would like to go see Theo.
All right. You can exit the Naga's Arcana. Anybody who glances back, like, you're not even out the door and the snake is behind the counter again.
Nice. Naga makes sense
Not
now.
even all the way out the door. There's just a snake there now. And you guys... Alright. Prime Day. The fucking Amazon ad will not shut the fuck up about Prime Day while I'm trying to watch Big Brother, so yes, I do know what Prime Day is.
God.
Have fun, my dear.
Oh my god.
This is the Living with Taylor experience. You guys can head back to the inn. Victor, you can go spend some time with Theo if you would like. He's stabled happily near to your inn.
I'm going to introduce him to the new halter in the way that you introduce a horse to new tack. I'm not going to make him wear it, but introduce it to him.
All right. He seems to tolerate it well enough.
Check, make sure, like, fitting, how to fit, what adjustments need to be made, and that sort of thing.
You do note that the magical properties of this thing do seem to... You don't need to make any adjustments.
Okay.
As you go to check the fit, it seems like the fit is fitting itself.
Fancy.
It is good for when you like horses.
It's good for when you like horses.
It's good for when you like horses.
Does it look good on him?
It looks very good on him, actually.
Okay. Victor will leave it with the rest of his standard equipment so he gets used to the sight and the smell of it.
Awesome. Done. Anything else? Yep. And Soot and Adder can finish up their shopping as they would like. And anything else anybody is keen on doing today or in the next couple days, say?
I do not think so. At least not fire.
All right.
Same.
Yeah.
All right.
General chill, general relax.
So,
Yeah.
vibe.
Good
Recover a little bit from your time on the road. And I'm going to say that we're going to bump forward 3 or 4 days.
Which is it, so I can update the counter?
I am going to say 4.
Okay. It has been 6 days since Victor was harassed. And that is a threat.
And that is, as it should be, a threat. Let me just check how many days there are in business so that I can update the calendar on the thing accordingly.
Also, I will say, because Adder had said, like, a while ago that was like, we should just pretend we've been dating all along. And so it was like, absolutely. He is probably more affectionate around the people. Just because he wants to be.
God bless. Adder is matching your level of affection, for sure.
Excellent.
Okay, if it's the 28th. Okay, you've kicked over into the new month of Serenith. It is currently Serenith 1st. And that means it's June 1st, in terms of time of the season. The camera's still on. And you wake up, as per usual, in the Mellow Inn. Having spent some time recovering, relaxing from your time on the road, I'm sure you all went and got a nice bath at a bathhouse or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yee.
And You here. You've already gone down and had breakfast. You come back up and you're chilling in your rooms or wherever. Maybe you're in the inn, wherever you care to be. It doesn't matter. You hear voices arguing from the main dining room of the mill of you.
What time of day would this be?
This is about noon on the 1st of Serenith.
I feel like Soot may have been having, like, late breakfast, so, like, a brunch of some sort. Probably slept in quite a few days.
Soot is brunching. Does anybody else think that they are in the main dining room?
I think Aya might be.
We're
Alright.
having a brunch.
Everybody's brunching. Or lunching. Or whatever you
Noon
prefer.
munchin', sometimes brunching, who knows.
So, you were sort of tucked away in a corner. You didn't really see what started this. But the first voice you heard was that of Lady Lacrimosa, who must be here, apparently.
Mm.
And you heard her say, "No, I don't think you are meant to be back just yet. Didn't you have a job to be doing?" And you hear a second voice, also familiar, saying, "No, Lacrimosa, it turns out I didn't. So I am back, and I don't answer to you about the timing of my travels."
Oh shit. Navi.
And it devolves from there into what I can only describe as two people who both feel like they should be in charge of this group project, who have very different ideas about how it should be approached and tackled and how the duties should be divvied up, and aren't afraid to have this conversation on main in the middle of the dining room.
Oh god.
And if anybody peeks around to look, you have to sort of come out of your corner and look. You do see Lady Lacrimosa in as green of a dress as ever, standing opposite a familiar monochrome gray woman with dark hair, who is dressed smart, professional, as she typically is here. Nice dark brown slacks, a nice vest over a yellow shirt. And Navi's looking well. Navi's also looking pissed.
Mm.
And it seems the argument seems entirely focused on whether or not Navi should be here at all. And not a lot more information has been conveyed in it, because it is mostly two people bitching at each other and not caring what the other one has to say.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I think once Victor gets that vibe, she's gonna go, okay. And she's gonna stand up and she's going to insert herself into the situation.
Oh boy. Braver than me. So it's gonna just watch from afar in case Victor needs backup.
It is as you approach, Navi looks over and makes eye contact with you, and then sharply turns her head back to Lacrimosa.
Oh, Navi, I thought I heard your voice. I was checking to make sure it was you.
Oh, yes. Hello, Victor. So lovely to see you. In fact, dear lady, I do have some business I'd love to attend to with my dear friend here, so if you could excuse me for a moment. And Lady Lacrimosa says, oh, why don't we all talk together?
Oh, didn't you? Victor looks at Lacrimosa and goes, oh, you told me you're going to be passing along the information to her already. Did you not?
Well, you know, the way these things work is that when I send a letter somewhere to a recipient who I expect to be there, I expect them to be there to receive the information. And if somebody wasn't where they were meant to be, how could they possibly receive the information that I passed along?
At least you acted in good faith and actually sent a letter. Sometimes you can't trust that sort of thing.
Oh, shit.
Lacrimosa turns to you, Victor, and there is a coldness in her eyes.
I am smiling at her as if I am just making a comment about general life.
It is so very sweet of you to put so much faith in my honesty and good behavior. If only I could put such good faith in my other friend. Now, Navi, shall we have a conversation?
And Navi says,
Actually, Lacrimosa, I really would prefer to have a quick chat with Victor before we all catch up together. Why don't we?
she is
Totally.
taking your arm, Victor.
Victor is going to let her, and as Navi is leading away, just I'm sure you understand, my good lady. Sometimes certain topics are best left to shorter amounts of ears.
Lacrimosa looks to no end, but goes to settle herself at her seat. And Navi pulls you away. And
Lovely to see you, Victor. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, Navi. It's lovely to see you as well. I didn't think you would be in town as soon either, but well, it's a pleasure.
Well, I'm glad someone feels that way, and I'm sure our dear lady is an outlier. Oh,
Certainly.
I am very, very glad to see you. Now, tell me, how did things go?
I'm going to give her the sort of quick rundown. I'm gonna scoot around like a lot of the like actual mask bullshit and just kind of found Adderkalian was in a temporary employment situation that made it very hard for him to be reached by typical means of communication. He's actually nearby in town at the moment if you wanted to see him. I'm very much like I'm sure Victor's sure she could arrange that if Navi wants.
He is also probably sitting with Sid at the table.
he is straight up just across the thing.
Yes, but
Navi,
I'm still giving this in the vibe of like, no. Mine now.
Navi definitely seems to pick up on the vibe of the conversation, but she doesn't seem upset by it necessarily. And she just,
Well, thank you, Victor, for providing such a succinct summary. And yes, I really should have a chat with Dad sometime. I suppose you did get a chance to be introduced to our darling lady. I do hope she wasn't so much trouble for me.
She was Victor does not pause as much as I do, but she does give a little bit of a pause. She allowed us to get our business done.
Yes. On her terms, I'm sure. But I'm very glad to be back in town, and frankly, glad you're back in town as well. Might need another favor.
I was so hoping you were about to say that.
Yes. Well, I can't articulate this just now. I have an awful lot more conversation to endure before I can get down to that side of business, but it's lovely to see you, my friend, and you know what? Let's, if you would, you and your companions, if we could possibly meet at Sweetwater this evening, I would be happy to pay for a round of drinks. I don't think the good lady would be caught dead near there, so...
Would you like me to bring Ada along as well?
You know, if he would love to join you, I would love to see him.
I will see if he is available.
Very, very kind of you.
Call it, 9:30, 10?
I'm sure I can arrange that.
Excellent.
Or at least I hope I can arrange that. Anyway, good to see you, Victor. Very glad you've handled things so efficiently. I'm glad to have at least one face I looked forward to seeing. And she's going to squeeze your shoulder, smile at you very in that way where someone is psyching themselves up to do something, and then she is stepping away back towards the area of the dining room where Lacrimosa has settled herself and is bickering for a few more minutes before the pair of them go upstairs, perhaps to continue their bicker in a more private.
As Navi was leaving, Victor under her breath just would have been like, if you require any more social services, all you have to do is ask.
Of course, darling. And yeah, she just feels grateful for that, the way you are, and
very much in the vibe of like, if you need someone to jettison you out of this shit, just hello.
Or alternatively, if you think it will annoy Lacrimosa,
Yeah. Victor will come back to the brunch table and sort of report back on that.
I feel like Soot kind of chokes a little bit on his toast. Oh, that's ridiculous. But, yeah, I mean, we can meet with her. God, that fucking sucks.
I actually... better her than us. Talking to her, I mean.
Right. Yeah, no, tried to stay as far away from her as long as we've been here.
Well, I think I've made our standing clear on who we prefer to interact with.
Which side of the custody arrangement we're on?
Is it custody or a territory squabble?
I mean, if I know.
I'm more inclined to the second. Honestly, Lacrimosa did not seem too particularly interested in keeping us as an item in the area, the town.
Yep.
I mean, it's Navi's place. She's been here a long time. Nobody thought they could muscle her out. That's what was happening.
I think that's what Lacrimosa thinks she's doing.
Especially with the... Yeah, I think territory...
Adder just said he didn't think it was possible for that to be successful, but that was more to himself than anybody else.
But Soot definitely agrees that it sounds like a territory dispute. Either that or people who were, definitely unwanted, workmates.
Well, I know who I would prefer to throw our weight behind, but that could be, you know.
I think there's definitely more perks to siding with Nalve. At least if we want to be liked. And I'd like to be liked.
I'll keep an eye on it. See how it goes, but, you good to speak with her, Ada?
I mean, not a hardship to speak with her. I don't know if she necessarily needs me for anything. But I'm fine to come with you all. I'd like to stop by Sweetwater again. Big promise.
I just wanted to check.
You know, I do appreciate that, Victor.
Nods, sips on what is probably a mimosa.
Yeah, the brunch vibes are real strong in this one.
Yeah. They were like, oh yeah, we have a lunch menu, and so it's like, no, get the mimosas, please.
Hand over the mimosas.
This is our days off, we're having brunch. God.
And on that note, is there any conversation you need to have, and or any more errands or tasks you wish to complete on this your day off?
I don't. I would put a little asterisk in for particularly like Skylar, you know, like.
Yeah, if Skylar's got anything she'd like to do. If we get Jamie back next week, I've got something for Skylar anyway, so we'll make that happen. But
yeah, other than that,
The only
Soot's kind of tapped.
Really want to do is Aya wants to give Fern presents. She's probably taken some time to get like a nice little box. Not like wrapped or anything, but like a nice little box, so it's not like I'm just handing you handfuls of assorted
objects and items.
Yeah. So I think at some point she might possibly either poke Fern or knock on the door of whichever room Fern's staying at.
Sure.
I think you guys are in the same room, actually. I think you guys are rooming together.
We are roommates.
I couldn't remember if it had been established.
Yeah,
I will accept that as canon. So I think possibly pokes him. Whatever. Fern's pronouns are my problem.
Yeah, they're your problem, buddy. You gotta figure that out for yourself.
Just pokes Fern, and I say pokes Fern, but actually, I mean, like, tries to get his attention without physically. And is going to basically little when you open it. There is the needle and spool of thread that she bought at the antique shop that you were there for, but there's also a collection of some little fabric swatches and a couple of beads, and as she would people put
No, Joe's cutting out
Yeah,
for me.
I
Cutting
can't.
out a little bit.
No!
Jill, are you there?
Discord, no!
No!
Joe murdered.
Give us
Discord
Joe
homophobic.
back. This is
Hello?
gift giving time. There you
There
are.
you are.
So what did you lose?
Right? Like, you said fabric, something about, like, fabric scraps and beads. And then
Yes.
you started cutting out real bad right after.
Yeah, Discord 8.
She relays that the colors and textures reminded her of you, and she'd give you a cool rock, but people put different emphasis on cool rock than birds do.
Aww.
So she figured fabric of colors and textures that remind her of you.
Thank you. If you also in the future want to give me just a cool rock and that's it, that's fine. I love rocks. Cool.
Yes.
Actually, I have something for you as well. This makes this moment perfect. And I mean, I assume this is like there is intervening time between the shop and
Yeah,
this
you've had plenty of
interaction.
time to do
I've had
things.
to do I give Aya my purchase from the weird shop, which is like just a very finely decorated fan, with a loop. There's a loop on the end of it, and tied to it is like clearly Fern's handiwork. One of those. It's like too thick to be a bracelet, but it's that same knotting, weaving friendship bracelet style. And it's just like it's not. It looks way more intricate on first glance than it probably actually is to do. But it's like a pretty thick piece of that, like just tied to the end as a decoration. And I don't know what color the fan is because PK didn't tell me.
I did not tell you. No, it's yellows and oranges. It's very light and summery almost.
Nice, very pretty. The weaving work attached to it is more orange and red, but not like. I mean, there's like some vibrant red in there, but the majority of like the red notes and orange notes in it are more darker.
Yeah, more sunset red rather than.
Yeah.
Usually you do get happy little hops as she.
Yes.
So cute.
You a little sort of chirp and happy little hops as she takes it and sort of hand over hand.
As you start to play with the fan a little bit, Aya, you unfold it and you get a few sort of experimental flutters, and it slips out of your grasp, mostly because you're just admiring Fern's handiwork on the attached thing, which the words are slipping from my brain, on the attached thing. As it slips from your grasp, though, it doesn't stop waving and fluttering, and it doesn't move from where you let go of it. It's just sort of hovering right where it slipped from your grasp, continuing the same sort of pace of the flutter that you had started with.
Okay, that's why it was so expensive. Wow. That's so cool.
Sort of, the little hop kind of stops for a second. I sort of lean. And it's disingenuous to say that it is a smile. It's not so much in the facial expression, but the body language is. Oh, holy shit! Points. Exuberant bird.
Bird exuberance.
Yes.
Look, sometimes you don't always have hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cute.
So true.
So true.
All right. So, this being this happens this afternoon. You guys can take whatever time you want. Passing time to get to the evening. Asterisk.
Oh.
It's about 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Camlin. You've been in the town Camlin before. It's a large town. There's plenty to do. You're in the mood to have fun.
Oh, yes.
And when you want to have fun, when you want to have this kind of fun, you go to Sweetwater Tavern. The vibes of this tavern are rambunctious, to say the least. There's always a musical performance out in the courtyard, and there are always people trying to climb up on stage. There are usually at least 3 or 4 people passed out in any given opportunity, at any given moment. The alcohol is trash, but it's cheap, and the energy is vibrant. And fuck it, that's what you want tonight.
That's exactly what I like.
That's exactly what you're feeling in the mood for. It's about 8 p.m., and you know that Sweetwater doesn't care what time it is. It's already bumping no matter what. So, you're here. And you catch the eye of somebody that you'd made the acquaintance of previously. A sort of monochrome, gray skin, gray eyes, black hair, black lips, fetchling, wearing a crisp white button-down underneath a dark sort of burgundy vest with matching slacks. Navi, the last time you were in Camlin, had talked to you a little bit about the potential for the trading of favors, and she didn't mean the kind of favors you'd initially meant. She was more interested in your magical ability, as it might be useful to some friends of hers, she had phrased it. You know from a little more chatting and a little more talking around that she just means other people who need favors that she happens to be connected with in some capacity. And she's a very well-networked woman. And it's nice to see her. You've still got that other type of favor on your mind, though.
Oh, of course.
And she sees you here at Sweetwater. And if you're honest, it seems like she might be having a little bit of a rough day. Looks a little bit stressed. A little harried, a little haggard. Still perfectly professional, not a hair out of place, but stressed. But she smiles at you and beckons you over when she sees you.
I come over and I start lightly rubbing at one of her shoulders. You look tense.
Well, that would be a lie to say I wasn't. How are you feeling, my dear?
Better now that you're here.
Stop it. You really have a one-track mind all the time.
Not always.
But right now,
Oh, you know me.
I do, apparently.
Is it anything I can help with?
Depends on the sort of help you're offering.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
It depends on the sort of help you're offering.
Oh, well. It's whatever's on your mind.
I think I'd much rather some things be off my mind, if I'm being honest.
Oh, I can definitely help with that.
Can you now?
She tiptoes her fingers up her shoulder.
All right. Okay. There's a room upstairs.
Shall I meet you there? Or are you going to escort me?
I think you might get lost otherwise. And that's where we'll leave Astrus's character. While I pivot to everybody else who around 9:30 would be coming to Sweetwater.
Everyone's so horny in this thing.
Every person has a record a mile long with the horny cops.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this party is the horniest party I've been in. Hands down, I will say.
I got them. I had to match them.
Asterisk earned horny jail before their character, well before their character was introduced.
Very fair. That's understandable.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we had a horny jail roll.
Yeah, it's spelled the terrible way.
It is, unfortunately. Asterisk is in horny jail now.
Yay!
Which you earned last week, for the record.
Nice.
However, it's about 9:30. And the party is arriving at Sweetwater. And the vibes are off the fucking chain.
Yeah.
It's a party. The band is ass. The random guy who like tackled somebody from the band and got up and started singing whatever the fuck he wanted, completely ignoring the band. Pretty damn good, actually.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Sun is so for this. He's happy. He loves this place.
I'll put everybody on the.
I think Victor has 3 shots in her already.
Yeah.
Sun is gonna say
Fair
hello
enough.
to all the people that he saw last time he was here.
Unanimously, you start saying hello to the people you've recognized, and you're just like, you get this chorus of "Yo!" and just excitement, and they want to hear more stories. You have more stories? You good doggone roof boy? You get any dogs on more roofs while you were gone? Let's go!
Yeah.
I want to track down Navi first, just to let her know that we are here.
You can absolutely try to track down Navi first.
God.
Are you gonna ask around?
I mean, I'm gonna try to spot her in the crowd first.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay. What is my perception mod? Oh, right, it's the stupid one.
The stupid one.
That's only an 18.
Only an 18. You can't seem to spot her.
Alright, ask around a little bit.
The first
Probably
few
start at
people
the
you
bar.
The first couple people you ask don't seem to know. The bartender's a little bit too busy to answer you straight away. Eventually, though, when they get a chance, they just sort of over the shoulder. She's upstairs, I think.
Alright. Do you know where upstairs?
One of the rooms, probably.
Alright. I think it'd be so funny if she went upstairs. Victor does not feel like that's the vibe.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
I think Victor's.
I was just gonna say that is fair.
I think Victor thinks that would make her look like a desperate little bitch. So she's just gonna park herself at the bar for a while, and keep an eye on the stairs, but otherwise, chill. Wait.
Fair enough. Astrus, let it be said that I did try.
I know.
A little bit after you parked yourself at the bar.
If that is the vibe that is wanted and will be funny, I'll do it.
It would be the funniest thing for...
It's not in character for Victor. I don't want to make Victor do an out-of-character thing for the sake of the meme.
The thing is, I feel like if it hit like 10:15, Victor's going upstairs.
And she's had some shots.
Yeah.
It's true. Victor has had some shots. It's true.
If it's after 10, she's going upstairs because we said 10 bit.
Yeah.
It's about 10 o'clock, and you're like, okay, what the fuck? And you can head upstairs, and the only reason anybody gives you any look seems to be that you're going upstairs alone, but nobody much pays attention to you as you're heading up. And many doors up there are open. One of them is not.
I mean, kind of glancing a little bit, but presumes Navi's a closed door bitch. And just rap with the back of the hand.
If you hear someone say, shit. Danilo, there's a knock at the door.
Do you want me to get it?
You're a little underdressed, darling.
You know that's never bothered me.
All right, then. Navi is going to look for her clothes. You may do whatever you see fit.
She's gonna answer the door.
God.
Okay. I think you should send the art just to Parker.
Just to Parker?
Yeah, that's
Rude.
why Astrus earned horny jail last week.
Oh, you fucking... Oh my god. Wow.
Just give it to me.
Tasteful. It's
Okay.
tasteful. It looks like a calendar shot.
Okay, that's
Okay.
good.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, it is tasteful, I'll give it that.
There's
There's
some
some
that art.
Booba.
Nice.
God.
Booba nice.
Alright. Is that what Victor gets?
The tattoos are swirling, by the way.
Yeah,
All right.
Astrid, you can describe your character as Victor with C, with not quite like in this image. Navi is in the background putting clothes on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You see a very kind of tall, 6'1", it's very slender, pale woman slink up to the door, with very long black hair, one gold eye, one silver. She pulls the door open and leans against the door frame and says, how may I help you?
You, Victor, Parker is flustered. Victor is not.
Nice.
I'm trying to figure out what Victor kind of looks at you, looks you up and down a second. Sort of gives a head tilt in a sort of like, okay. For reference, the person you are seeing, Astris, is you've seen Art of Victor.
Yes.
And just kind of, can I see Navi in the background?
You can. She has now gotten, at the very least, her trousers and her shirt mostly on.
Oh, it's as far as I can zoom in. Yes.
Victor, to you, Astris, just sorry for the interruption, but Navi, you're late.
10:05. Hardly late.
I'm a punctual woman.
Well, I'm very glad you are.
Look, if I had known this is how you were occupied, do you think I, of all people, would have interrupted?
No, I doubt it. I apologize for losing track of time. Although maybe I should be making somebody else apologize.
Do I want to, though?
Well, I don't know.
I'm so sorry for keeping her occupied.
Well,
And she gives you a little once over.
Oh. I appreciate the apology, though, perhaps we can discuss a more thorough one ourselves later.
Oh, I like this one.
Put your clothes on and come downstairs, and maybe I'll introduce you to some people. Would you like that?
I'll be done in a flash.
All right. Sorry about that, Victor.
It's really no problem.
I appreciate your understanding.
She has gotten herself refreshed and back to looking crisp as ever in record time. You're honestly a little impressed, Victor.
I'm a little disappointed.
I think Victor will sort of let this other woman have her moment to get dressed and everything. And as Navi probably steps out in the hall, just like as the door is shutting, just like, I will say, good taste.
Yes, well, she's good fun.
Looks like it.
Very talented in a number of ways.
Many women are.
Indeed, certainly a better company than I've had all day. No offense to you, sir. Of course.
I was about to say, I'm sure I could give her a run for her money if you want.
Well, perhaps we can discuss that later as well. We did have some other things to discuss.
Yes, let's go before Soot puts his dog on the roof again.
Ah, yes, I heard about that. That was very fun. Are you done in there?
Is that to me?
Yes.
Yes. Don't get your panties in a twist.
I don't think that's the phrasing you really want to use right now. Come on, downstairs.
And Navi will lead you down, and she's clearly looking for your other companions as you come down the stairs, Victor.
I will do whatever I need to signal, like, even, like, Aya to gather everybody or some shit, you know?
Yeah, Aya has probably been staying fairly sober and people watching until...
Yeah.
Sitz maybe had,
Easily
like,
enough.
a beer, but, you know. He also may have, like,
time
in this...
enough for refusing to half-ass shenanigans once we've dealt with business.
During this time, Sip may have, since it took us a bit to get to Navi, he probably would have, like, been like, is Brad around? Where is Brad? I gotta talk to Brad.
Everybody in the bar is like, man, it sucks. Brad had to go. He went home. He said he doesn't know when he's gonna be back out here again. It fucking sucks, dude. I miss Brad. Guys, remember Brad? And everybody's like, yeah, I remember Brad.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it.
Brad, no!
Fucking Brad,
So
life of the party. Second only to dog on the roof guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you are signaled by one of your companions, and eventually, Adder, by the way, is sitting next to you in all of this and just drinking in the dog on the roof stories gleefully as everybody else is trying to retell it.
I like to think,
impress upon him how cool it was.
Yes, I'd like to think that Sitz kind of like leaned into him too, as he's like, Sitz probably had like a drink at this point. Like he isn't as drinking as much as he did when he was with Brad. So. Also, he's not as sad as he once was, so he doesn't have a reason to drink as much.
You can sit in your boy's lap and talk to
yeah, lap time. That works.
Talk to the gents. But the party convenes eventually at a one of the few upright tables remaining at this time of the night in the corner. And as Navi sits down, she does pull out a chair for the stranger that Astrus described.
Now clothed.
And now clothed. As she settles down, she does look at you all and say, "Oh, why doesn't everybody introduce themselves?" You can start, darling. You're the odd one out.
Who's she saying that to?
She's saying that to Astrus's character.
Oh, me first. Okay.
You first.
I'm Danela. Oh, what should I even say about me? What kind of introductions are we even doing?
Well, I don't think you need to hand out your resume. I mean, a name should probably be sufficient unless there's something you particularly like to advertise. But everybody else names.
I'm sure you heard mine, but Victor.
Hello, Victor.
Can out of character repronounce the name again real quick?
Yeah.
Danela?
Danela.
Danela. It's however you pronounce an ash.
Alright. Danela.
Typing my notes.
Victor says, it's good to meet you too, Danela. Sweet southern drawl, like she's tasting the name a little bit.
Ooh. This is so funny. Never
happening in very chat.
God. Seth will kind of like, he's already taken his hat off. It's probably somewhere next to him. And he'll just introduce himself. Just call me Sit.
The man right next to Sit, who has a blindfold wrapped around his face, says, "Call me Adder."
Hello, Adder.
Skylar, I think, would introduce himself. There's the other blue dyke would introduce themselves as Skylar Locke. And I'll say Cal's not here for the sake of simplicity.
Am I prompted?
You were told by Navi to introduce yourself.
Yeah, that counts. Darn.
And Iaclais, she sort of gives you. There's a little bit of a flutter with the fan, and she gives like a slightly mocking bow. Not quite mocking, but like one of those. I'm not actually serious about the bow.
Yeah, she's being cheeky.
Yes.
That's cute. Well, it's lovely to meet you all.
Likewise.
Quest.
Jinx.
All right. Lovely introductions. Now, I'm not sure if Victor mentioned to you this morning. Sorry I didn't get a chance to say hello in person to everyone. I might have another little favor to ask of you.
Right. We're not opposed to taking favors.
I didn't assume you would be. As you know, I was out of town for a little bit. But a little bit shorter of a trip than I anticipated. I was going to meet with somebody else, a very dear friend of mine, to discuss some important business we had. And when I arrived, the point where we were to meet, they never appeared. Naturally, I did a little bit of digging out of concern, and I found that they were dead. Murdered. And as a favor to me, I would like you all to get to the bottom of it. And because it's 10:54 and I'm tired today, I'm gonna call it there.
Yay!
Yeah, that's a fair place to call it.
We met Astrus's character!
We got
Yeah!
it!
We did
I
it!
can finally share my art.
Yeah!
Yes.
If you
I'm
want
so
to share the calendar art under a spoiler in
Booba?
the art channel, there's Booba in the image.
Nice.
So
Alright.
spoil it, but there's be warned for titties. It's tasteful
Nice.